You know what? Let's get into the story time. I'm not even finna waste time. They'll be able to clip this whenever they get time. Chat, y'all know the rules. Y'all know how we do all the time, chat. Y'all not new to this. And if you are new to this, do me a favor. It's only a slight favor I ask you to do. Say hello to YouTube for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. We got a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about. Now, first and foremost, thank you, God, that I'm alive. Thank you, Lord. I want to give you thanks and praise, Lord. Thank you. You are the greatest. Now, let me lock in real quick, telling this story time. I'm going to keep it a band. I'm going to keep it a second. I'm going to keep it 1,000. Chat, I got pulled over. I got pulled over yesterday. Now that I get pulled over, my license plate got taken. I don't know. A lot has happened. Now, was I ready to crash out? Oh, yes, indeed. Here's my thing. I'm a black male. If I move one time, pow, I'm dead. So, it's already hot outside at work, right? It's already hot outside at work. I'm inside the building of the warehouse. It's even hotter. We get off of work. I'm getting ready to head to the gym. As soon as I leave work, I go to the gym. I get a workout in. I go get me some food. I do the same every single time, every day. There's no difference. Boom, cool. So as I get off of work, I'm like, I bet. Good workout. I'm finna head home. So I get ready to pull out. And I'm at the stoplight. This police vehicle comes up behind me. I'm at the red light. For a little insight, my tags were expired. It wasn't suspended, just expired. I was already planning to go get a new tag for them this week. My job and real life situations, they don't link together. It don't work well. Doom, what do you mean? I get off at 4 o'clock and sometimes I do mandatory overtime, so I stay a little bit longer than 4 o'clock. Which means that the place I need to go to closes at 4:30. The place I need to go to is 40 minutes away. They close at 4:30. I get off at 4 o'clock or a little bit later. I don't ever have time to get ready to go up there. So here's the thing. Beforehand, as I was going up there, I decided one day, you know what? I'm gonna go get my license plate tag renewed and whatnot. I go up there. Now, I don't know how other people do. I try to save as much money I can possible. I don't care how much money I make. I always try to save enough money. I can be the richest man in the world, and I will still try to prioritize saving some money. So I get to the place, right? And I end up, the lady tells me, she says, you here to renew your tax? I said, yes, ma'am. I'm here to renew my tax. She said, I got you. She said, that'll be $70. On top of that, $150. 150? What do you mean 150? Mind you, I got the money. I'm trying to save enough money as possible. I'm about to move into a house. I'm not trying to get an apartment. I'm trying to get a small house for myself. Why am I spending unnecessary money when I don't have to? Guys, when you get your license plate sticker renewed, it's supposed to be $70 or a little bit more than that. No more than $100. So she said 150. I said 150. I said, no, ma'am. Something ain't adding up. Why is it 150? Because the person in front of me was 70. The person behind that person was 70. That person behind that person was 70. Why you hit me with an extra 150? Because I look good? No, that wasn't the reason. She tells me, she says, you didn't have insurance last month. Do you have insurance now? I said, yes, ma'am. I said, I have insurance now. I said, I've been had insurance. I've had insurance the whole year. And her system is showing up that I don't have insurance. So I end up leaving because I'm like, I'm not prepared to pay for the 150 right now. I'm not paying that right now. I already got a bunch of bills I paid off. I'm not trying to pay another 150. Not today. So I went, and this was close to the end of the month. So I went a week after or 3 weeks after, whatever. Today's the day. I'm like, all right, I'm leaving the gym. I'm like, okay, got a good workout in. I'm going to find time to call off for work and go get my tags. So as I leave the gym, I see a police truck pull up behind me. And I see the dude in the window. He like this. You know how them officers be. If you wear them little glasses and shit like that in the car. Wise tinted. Glasses in a tinted ass window like this. He looking at my vehicle. Mind you, he's inside the vehicle. He's behind me. He's looking low. They have a little computer system. I'm going to let you know something. If you think they are scanning your car, doing something in that vehicle, yes, fucking indeed. They are doing something in your vehicle. They're doing something to your vehicle. He let me know that nigga scans everybody's tags. If a cop is behind you, 10 out of 10, he is running your plates. Trying to see if it's something bad or something. They're running your plates. I'm going to let you know. They're running your plates. So he pulls up behind me and green light. Boom. I'm going. I'm driving normal speed because I'm already knowing what time it is. It's like an instinct tells me when a cop is about to pull me over. I said, I got a feeling he finna pull me over. I said, I just got that feeling he driving a little bit too damn slow. He finna pull me over. My day was already bad enough. So I'm driving. I see the lights cut on. Whoop, whoop. It's the sign of the police. I already knew what time it was. What's the word? I already knew what time it was. So I pull over to the side. I pull over to the side, right? He gets out the car. I'm at work, but I got you. I feel that. I appreciate that. So I'm pulling over. I pull over. He gets out the car. Boom, closes the door. He goes, doom, doom, doom. I rolled the window down. Mind you, my hand's on the wheel. I already had my window down, but I had it cracked a little bit, so I let it down some more. I said, how can I help you, officer? He tells me. He said, yeah. He said, you know your license is out of date. I said, yeah. I was planning on going ahead and get that renewed. He said, all right. He said, can I see your driver license? And I gave it to him. He said, can I see your registration? Boom, here you go. He said, I'll be back. He's taking a long time. I asked him, I said, why did you pull me over? He took my paperwork, went back. Nice gentleman, by the way. Went in the back, took him a while. I said, he running something. I said, nigga, did I sell narcotics or something? Am I working with the cartel? Why is it taking this long? With the gifted, oh yeah, I appreciate that, my guy. Is that a hot dog? Thank you for the glizzies. No, that's yo. Yeah, I'm playing too much. There it is right there. My fault. So he comes back to my window and saying, work, that's on me. I take that. So he comes back to me. He said, yeah, Mr. Wiggins, your license is suspended.
Big Doomy, I missed you.
So what? Yeah, that's suspended. By the way, nice Mustang. I like that Decepticon logo on the back, and I like your Yu-Gi-Oh tattoo. Motherfucker, you just said, hold on, nigga. Fuck my tattoo and fuck my car. You just said my shit was suspended. What do you mean suspended? Mind you, the ladies, my shit's expired, not suspended. Suspended is a crime. I want y'all to know that. Your shit being suspended is a crime. So, he said, yeah. He said, I ain't gonna lie to you, but I'll be back, gang. I'm at work. Get that money. So he tells me, he said, yeah, your stuff's suspended. He said, I'm not gonna lie to you. He said, I'm not gonna tow your car because it's very hot outside and I don't want you to be outside stranded. I'm not gonna tow your car, but you need to drive home safely. I said, I appreciate it. He didn't write me no ticket. He didn't write me no ticket I had to pay, but I did have to go to court. Here's the crazy thing about that. As I was signing I was reading, nigga, I was taking my time. He was like, it just tells you. I said, I know, let me read. So I'm reading my shit. And he's like, yeah, so your court date will be 8 o'clock in the morning. I said, I bet. Look like I'm gonna be missing work in the morning. My whole plan was, I tell my boss too. I said, I told my boss, I said, I'm gonna be having court in the morning, but I'm gonna show up after that. Chat. Shit gets crazy. Watch this. It gets crazy. The devil was moving. When I tell you the devil was moving, he was trying to destroy me. I'm not trolling. So he tells me that, hey, I ain't got to pay nothing, but he said, I do got a court at 8 a.m. I said, I got you. My dad that same day got pulled over, the same day I got pulled over. And guess what he got pulled over by? The rented vehicle, they just went to Kansas. They're going to Kansas for the whole week and weekend. They're gone. They won't be back till it's like Sunday. His vehicle that he rented out was stolen. The tags on that bitch is like expired. Or goddamn, yes, that's what I'm saying. The tags on that joint It's stolen. I said, what? They take it back. They take it back this morning. They come back. And then they had to take it back again. Why did they have to take it back? The motherfucker got a tracker in there and it shows that it's still stolen. What? So I'm like, what is going on? I'm confused. So I'm over here frustrated. I'm like, bro, I just got a good pump in. Y'all niggas just ruined my day. So now he unscrews the back of my license plate. He unscrews. He said, I'm about to take this because it's suspended. I'm just following protocol. I said, you know what? Do your thing. I'm not going to make no big deal of it. If you taking my license plate, I'm just going to get it back when I can, right? So he ends up taking my license plate. He gets a screwdriver. I sign the paper. I get the paper. He said, sign here. I got you. Sign here. All right. Sign here too. Got you. You have a good day, officer. You too. I drive home. I'm in my head. I'm like, damn, that shit crazy. And then my dad, the car they rented out was stolen. Boom, that shit's insane. I said, that's crazy. I said, it's ironic that I get pulled over to yesterday for expired tags that show up suspended somehow. My dad gets pulled over for a car that is marked as stolen. The devil is moving. So I said, that's crazy. So the next day come around, morning time. Call my boss. Hey, yeah, looks like I'm not gonna be able to come in the morning time, but you already knew that. I talked to you last night, but I will be coming in after court. Here's where shit went crazy. So I went to court. Boom, we go to court. I'm driving up there. Court took me 38 minutes to get there. So I got there. Y'all getting set up? Watch this. It took me 38 minutes to get there. I drive there. Boom, I'm there. From my house up there, 38 minutes. I made it in time. It was hella cold. I just took a shower. So I get up there. Mind you, I just took a shower. I smell like straight ass this whole day. I'm not even trolling. I took a shower. I get in there. It's very cold. It feels good. It's so cold that, nigga, I'm doing this. I'm like, damn, I got it cold up in here. I would never complain about the cold again. Here's my thing. As we get inside of there, I saw a girl I used to go to school with. She was in there with her boyfriend. I saw a bunch of, hello, my friend, Etsy. I saw a bunch of them. I saw a bunch of everybody. So we up in there, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, damn, I'm going to have to wait in here for a very long time. Then the officers, they asked for our name. They got our names on a piece of paper and everything. They asked for our name. They're telling us to sit down right behind the first row. I said, okay, cool. And then one dude pops out in court, and this is what he says. The girl, she's on the phone. The police officer, she's on the phone. She goes, can everybody please be quiet in the courtroom? Mind you, she just on the phone. Can everybody please be quiet in the courtroom? Everybody get quiet. One of the dudes said, why we gotta get quiet for? Because you on the phone? I said, nigga, you finna make it worse for everybody, my nigga. I'm already having a stressed out day. Yesterday I got pulled over. Today I'm at court. I'm stressed the fuck out, man. Why we gotta be quiet? That she said so, nigga. She got a badge. Shut your bitch up. So we in court. Here's where shit went crazy, right? It gets worse. It gets worse. I don't know how this thing got fucking worse. It gets worse. So we in court. Everybody coming through. One of the big booty ass girl come through, and she has these black legging pants on that flares at the bottom. Every time she walk, her shit jiggles like jello. Just so happened the cop lady was in front of me, so the girl was dead. Her butt was right here. Where my hand said, it's her ass. Her ass was right here, and all I can do was this. I couldn't even look, because I was facing the cop at the time, and then she got in front of me, and all I saw was the ass jiggle. And even when she stopped moving, it just jiggled, and all I did was this. I had to close my eyes and look up. Basking it, brother? Nah, I dead ass closed my eyes, said. So that made my day a little bit better, right? No. So, as I'm in court, I'm sitting here waiting. I'm like, what the fuck would happen? So, big screen pops up. Boom. big ass screen pop up. White girl gets caught up. There's a lot of guys in some gray ass jumpsuits with chains around their arms, legs, and everything. I said, these niggas do commit murder? Why the fuck they chained up like that? You would think these niggas committed murder. You think these niggas probably tried to assassinate the president the way they were chained up. I said, oh my God. So I'm in there looking at the screen. The judge, you can't hear shit he says. He talks like this. So the letter today is A. And A is a special letter. It's the first letter in the alphabet. Motherfucker, can you speak up? I can't hear you. Speak up. He talks very quiet. You cannot hear now. I promise you. All I heard was the bonds that he was here. Listen, white girl comes up. She it was her probation. I guess she fucked up on her probation. The dude says you will be held in jail. On top of that, you got a $5,000 bond. Boom. She goes, oh my God. Bitch, you got a $5,000 bond. You're good. Trust me. Because after this shit, what I'm about to tell you, it gets worse for niggas. Here's what I don't understand. This justice system, what the fuck is happening in the justice system? So as I'm in court, right? I'm in court. I'm like, I'm finna go to jail. So today I'm in court sitting here like, what the fuck is about to happen? So after the white girl got charged with $5,000 for bond, the next dude come up. He says, oh, Jefferson Jenkins, can you please stand up? He stands up. Yeah, you being charged with cocaine, marijuana, Grand Theft Auto, stolen vehicle, battery. I said, motherfucker, just kill him right now. Give him the electric chair. That nigga dead. You telling me he get hit with all them charges and you said his bond was $5,000? What? His bond is $5,000? You just read everything on GTA 5. I'm confused, my brother. Sounds like a good time? Was not a good time. So, I'm like, oh, snap. So, what's good, Dawson? So, it gets worse. No, it gets worse. So, I saw one of the girls who I used to go to school with in high school. She came in. She walked in with her boyfriend. I said, what's she doing here? And it was like, we here, the police was like, what are you here for? And she's like, I'm here for a friend. I'm like, okay, I haven't seen her in a minute. Okay, what's good? So, as I'm sitting there, I'm watching everybody. Here's the crazy thing. I went to work yesterday, and there was this kid. He's like 18. His mother is the manager. I didn't see him come in yesterday. I was like, he don't ever miss work. Long and behold, they call the next name. Such and such, can you please come forward? He comes forward. I said, that's the boy that go to my job. His mother does not know this, and she probably does now. Here's the crazy thing. It gets worse. He comes up next. He sits down and they read everything. They said, running a red light, fleeing, speeding, expired tags, 210. When you can name everything that you ain't supposed to do with your vehicle, they name. Guess what his bond was? Your bond would be $25,000. $25,000. You Captain America on this man. $25,000 just for what he did. He didn't kill nobody. Oh, it gets worse. They read the next guy. They said, oh yeah, this white dude comes up. He looked like he about 45. They said, yeah, we're gonna charge you for battery, domestic violence, grape. Nigga, what? What you just said? Grape? Yes, grape. We talking about taking somebody's ass without permission. Guess what his bond was? I didn't even know you get bond for that. Guess what his bond was? I bet you won't guess. $5,000. What? Wait. So you telling me the 18-year-old kid that drove his vehicle dangerously has a bond of $25,000 and gets held in jail, but the dude that sat there and raped somebody, beat somebody, took advantage of somebody, and got a bond of $5,000? Yeah, get the vengeance on that nigga. Get him gone immediately. He got to go. Get him gone. I said, this shit is crazy. Oh, it gets worse. It gets worse. So they end up calling everybody up, and now they do the people in real life. They call my name, Jaden Wiggins. I'm shaking my boots. No, I'm not shaking my boots. I go, yes, Your Honor. He said, do you plead guilty such and such, such and such. And I almost said guilty. This, Lord, thank you for women. This girl pops up so fast. She said, Your Honor, not guilty. She says, Officer Simon, whatever, Officer Simons, whatever, however you want to say his name. Officer Simon called me yesterday night, right? How did that nigga, like, why are you calling me, bro? He said, yeah, this is Officer Simons. I had pulled you over from the day before yesterday. He says, I made a mistake. I didn't mean to mark suspended. Your stuff is not suspended. It's expired. Motherfucker. It's a little too late for that, bucko. He said, the only thing I can do right now is mark the paperwork so tomorrow they'll know. Appreciate that. Also, I want to thank somebody. Mr. Johnny Dodge, the mayor. Shout out to my dad. My dad is real cool with him. They go to church together. We all go to church together. He came through. Thank you. Because I almost had to come out of pocket with some shit, but I didn't. But here's the crazy thing. I get up there, right? And he reading everything to me, and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna go ahead and pay what I gotta pay. And he tells me, she gets up, she says, he's not guilty. Such and such made a mistake, and he didn't mean to mark this. It's not suspended, it's expired. And I said, thank you. So I'm good? Yes, you're good. Case dismissed. I'm a free man. No. Gets fucking worse. I thought I was a free man. I'm happy. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm about to go to Trenton. I had to drive my vehicle back to the house without my license plate. The guy told me that my license plate would be at this damn place. My license plate was not there. So I had to sit there and drive back. I had to drive all the way back home. That's another 38 minutes right there. So I had to drive all the way back home. I drive all the way back home and I take another vehicle because I can't drive mine since I ain't got no tag on it. As I drive another vehicle, this one I start to stink. Y'all remember I told you I start to smell really bad? I get in this other vehicle. Mind you, my family's gone. They got a new vehicle, went to Kansas, right? The vehicle I have, the AC don't work. I left 6 this morning. And I got back to the house at 3:50. It is 5 o'clock. I left this house at 6 in the morning and didn't get back to 3:50. I've been ripping and running all day. That car, it loves gas. And it's nice for gas, and I thank you. But here's the problem. As I was sitting there driving, right? I'm in this hard ass car. I'm like, shit, it's hot. Oh my God. What is that? No AC. There's no AC. I got all windows down. I'm so stressed out right now. I'm not even playing music, and I love to play music in the car. I'm not even playing music. I don't even drive with 2 hands on the wheel, but I'm driving with 2 hands on the wheel like this. That's how frustrated I am. So after I do that, right, I get my car. She tells me, yeah, you can't drive your car. I had to call my boss and let her know. I said, hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. Looks like I'm not coming into work today. I'm sorry about that. I said I was gonna come into work after this. Yeah, they got me messed up today. I can't come into work today. There's so much going on. So I get in a new vehicle that has no AC.
It's like when that one poop don't come out and you got to lock in and push it out.
Bro, what? Yeah, we're gonna mute TTS for a minute. Tweaking. Oh yeah. So I get in the car that's hot. I drive 40-something minutes. I drive 40-something minutes to go get my tags, right? As I'm driving 40-something minutes to go get my tags, I finally get here. Oh, it gets worse. I walk up in there. I'm like, finally, I get my tags. I get my stuff renewed. I can go home. As I get inside of there, right? Guess what she tells me? She says, next. Hey, Doom. She says, here for your registration? I said, yes. She said, okay, that'll be an extra 150. One what? 150. I said, no. I said, I just left the courthouse. I said, they just dismissed everything. I talked to the officer. He said I was good. None of my stuff was suspended. She said, yeah, but it's still showing up suspended for us and said expired. Oh my God, mother of pearls. So I sit there. I said, is there anything I can do? I said, because I'm not going to sit there and pay 150 when I don't have to. If I try to avoid paying that much if I don't have to. She says, yeah, call this number. Call this number. I get on the phone with this number for about an hour or so. I'm outside in the sun because everything's so loud. I'm outside in the sun for like an hour or whatnot, calling these people, working stuff out. I just had to pay $125 and an extra $97 plus tax. Gas $20. I spent probably $300 today. Spent about $300 today. So I'm on the phone about an hour trying to work out stuff. Whole time they said they showing that I had to call the people and let them know that we had insurance the whole time. They're showing that in 1 month we didn't have insurance. No, my dad had got a new job. He does real estate now. He's self-employed now. He makes more money than his last job he had. Insurance just had to roll over. And we had to, life insurance, health insurance, car insurance, all of that. We had insurance still. It just rolled over to where it's better now. Now we're good. So we had to work all that out for about an hour. I had to sign paperwork, digital copies, all. It was so much, bro. I said, oh my fucking gosh. I said, dude, too much. I said, it's too much, bro. Too much to be an adult. I don't want it, bro. Too much. I said, this shit ain't it, man. 6 in the morning. And I got back home at 3:50. So, it gets worse, chat. It gets worse than that. So finally, we get it sorted out. I go in there. I pay what I owe. They give me my tax. Now, I get ready to head to the... Mind you, I had to go to the police station first to sit there and get my tax. When I went to the police station, my tax wasn't there. The officer said my tax would be there. They weren't there. So I had to drive all the way to Trenton, which was 40-some minutes out. I drove 40-some minutes out. Then I had to drive 40 minutes back to the station. Then I had to drive 38 minutes out to go get something to eat because I was hungry. I said, I'm going to feed myself at flight. I went to flight. Then I drove 30 minutes back to the station. I get there. I said, I had to talk to the sheriff. Sheriff gets here. He said, how we doing? I said, yeah, I came to pick up my place. One of the officers said my place will be here. He said, yeah. Watch this. He said, yeah. He said, you got any proof? Proof of what? He said, yeah. I said, yeah. I showed him the proof and stuff like that. He said, nah, I'm gonna need more than that. He said, cause your place was showing up as a crime. A what? A crime. What do you mean a crime? Yeah. When it's suspended, that's a crime. I said, sir, my license plate isn't suspended. It's expired. He said, it's showing up for a crime for me. I said, sir, I went to court for this reason and it got dismissed. I said, the officer that took my plate off the back of my car said he made a mistake his damn self. I said, your officers that's in here right now said, that's kind of weird. The officers in the court said he wasn't even supposed to take my tax. I said, this shit was weird. What do I have to show you? So I had to drive back to Trenton to get proof. With my registration, I have to get proof. So I have to drive 40 minutes back just to drive 40 fucking minutes back to the station. So I get to the station to show proof. Chat, I stink. I'm dehydrated. I can't see. I'm tired. I get to the station. She says, yes, it'll be 5 minutes. He's on north right now. It'll be 5 minutes. I know how far north is where I'm at. It ain't that far. Literally 5 minutes. I said, bet. Chat, I waited almost 2 hours. I fell asleep in there. My phone was on 10%. Somehow, I don't know how I made it on 10% back here. Mind you, I had to drive another 40 minutes back to my house. I literally fell asleep. I woke up. You know how bad it is? Oh, let me rewind it back. When I went to Fight Nutrition, don't get me up. I treated myself. I said, I need a treat. A cold ice treat. When I went there, I got my treat. I sat down in their seat, waited for my food. This place has a lot of women that come in. Luckily, there weren't a lot of women from the humiliation. So I get in there. Come on, live. So I get in there, right? I'm in there. I said, yeah, I would like your bowl and this and that. They said, okay, I got you. I sit down and I'm waiting. I'm on TikTok or whatever. I get off my phone off TikTok. They said, it's ready. I go up there and get it. I get my treat. I go turn around and go sit back down. I said, I'm not gonna eat in my car. I said, it's too hot outside. It's cold in here. As I get ready to sit down and I turn around, right? All I saw was a big ass swamp stain on that damn seat. Chat. When I went to go get my treat and I turned around and sit down, I had a big ass butt stain right there in the back of my whole back looked like a football football pads, nigga. That's how sweaty I was. It stained their seat. Nigga, I got my cup. I said, nope. Went in the car. I went in the car, I ate my food, and I drove it. Hey, I said, fuck that, bro. I'm not finna get embarrassed because there was some fine women in there. I'm not getting embarrassed. I left immediately. All of this because I had to go to court over some tags. So I've been ripping and running back and forth since 6 to fucking 3:50. So I shoot 38 minutes back out to go get my tags, and I waited right there. And I had to sit on the edge of the seat because mind you, I was at the food spot and my ass was so sweaty that it showed a big ass swamp stain on the back. And then I had to sleep like this, my nigga. This is dead ass how I slept in the seat. My butt was hanging off the edge of the seat and my back meat wasn't even on the seat. Nigga, my neck was like this. I was sleeping like this. Hey, Mr. Wiggins. Yeah. I'm here. That's how I had to sleep. That's how I had to sleep. It went from he'll be here in 5 minutes. Okay. To damn, look like it's 10 minutes. To 20 minutes. Hey, you said he's gonna be in 5 minutes. He's on the way. Appreciate it. 30 minutes. 40 minutes. An hour. Shit. I go to sleep. I wake up. That's another hour. He still ain't here. I get up. There was like, he's on the way. We promise. We sorry for the wait. She just got off the phone with him. Okay. Another 25 minutes. He finally shows up. I am so sorry for that. I'm so sorry for that. Here's your license plate. I'm so sorry for that. Y'all know that animatronic. Y'all know how them animatronics or that Goku meme where like it be like and it just sees him in black and white and it's like the screen is all black and it lights up and he looks pissed off. That's how I was the whole time. A whole day ripping and running because of my damn license plate. All this could have been avoided if bro man never took my license plate off my car in the first place. He made a mistake and said it was suspended when it wasn't. And it was expired. He even called me himself and said he made a mistake. But I still had to go to court and deal with all of that. So I went to court. I seen a dude I work with in jail. I seen a lot of people getting charged with a lot of stuff. And I'm sitting here ripping and running the whole time. Mind you, I can't drive my car because it has no tags on it. So I got to take a car that has no AC in it. This happened today? Yes. Been ripping and running all day. Lot of bullshit. Man. There's a lot of bullshit happening, bro. Here's the crazy thing. When I talked to the officer, right? The sergeant. I said, Sergeant, your officer just told me that he made a mistake. I said, the courthouse just sat there and dismissed my case. I said, your own officers and other officers are saying this is a mistake. Can I just get my license plate, please? And go home. Yeah, but I need proof. What proof do you need when you have all your people saying it's a fucking mistake? I literally went to court and the nigga said it was a mistake. Dismissed. So I had to drive 40 fucking minutes out to go show some proof. Just to show some proof, I had to drive 40 minutes out to go show some fucking proof. After I got the proof, I had to drive for 40 minutes back to show him. But before I did all that, he looked in the system. He said, this is how I know he was fucking with me. I get to him. I get near his car. He opens up his door and he shows me the computer. He said, look at your computer right here. He said, see, we scanned and it's showing suspended right here. But he said, something ain't adding up. He said, we scanned here again and it's showing not suspended, just expired. He said, I scanned it on my other officer's car. It's just expired. He said, we put it in a computer system and inside the building, it's showing just expired, not suspended. I said, so let me get this straight, officer. I looked him in his face. I said, so let me get this straight, officer. This is how I looked at him. I said, so let me get this straight, officer. Sergeant, my fault. Your officer said he made a mistake. Not suspended. Expired. 2 of your officers inside the building say the same thing. The lady that's at the desk say the same thing. The clerk lady at the place where I go get my shit at says the same thing. The judge and the police officers at the courthouse say the same thing. But you still need proof somehow to make sure it ain't suspended. So I just been wasting gas the whole time and sweating my balls off. Smell like fucking big ass college football players in this hot ass car. It's so hot in the car, I literally take a nap in a. And here's how it got worse. This is how I knew the devil was fucking with me. I have never down here. These fucking stoplights don't be stopping like that. They stay on green. Every time I get to a stoplight, it turns yellow, then red fast immediately. Mind you, I'm in a hot ass car, no AC. When I'm in my Mustang, it does not do that. That bitch stay green for a very long time. It stay on green light a very long time. That the other side, they start running the fucking red light. That's how long the green light stay on. But for some reason, today, I have a bad fucking day. A bad day. And the fucking red lights decide to stay on the whole time. you got some fucking nerves, nigga. You got some, y'all niggas got some nerves, man. We need one day out of the year where we can start purging. I'm talking about an all-out slaughter. You can't go to prison, do no time for killing people. It don't matter who they is, how big their status is. You can just murk them if you can get to them. I just want one day. Let's call it Murderland. Let's call it Murderland. Give us a little island, or the whole. I don't give a fuck if it's the whole United States. Just give us a year, just one day out of the year where we can just start murking people. That's all I need. Cause I got some frustration to let out. That's some bullets that gotta enter some people. I ain't gonna say who, but some people just gotta get put down. In GTA, I'm talking about the video game. When you load up in a video game. But chat, I appreciate y'all. For the ones that haven't yet, do me a huge favor. If you have not yet, make sure to follow this. We're gonna damn nigga, get you some hoes. I do need some. I don't need no hoe. I need a wife, bro. If you have not yet, make sure to follow Nukas Official on Instagram. We're gonna try our best to get this out, man. We're gonna lock in and get this out. I can help tomorrow. Bet I'm down tomorrow. Then I'm just gonna take this time to rest. Then. If you have not yet, make sure to follow Nukas Official on Instagram. We're gonna try to lock in and we're gonna try to get this ball rolling. We're gonna try and get this ball rolling, man. I'm kind of hyped. I ain't gonna need front with y'all.